Live from Dallas-Fort Worth, this is WFAA News.
A live look at the U.S. Capitol as we see increased security ahead of a potentially volatile month. Tonight's January 6th hearing and a possible landmark abortion ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court. Hey, welcome back to Midday. I'm Tashara Parker. There's also growing calls for increased protection for judges across the country. This after a threat already against Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Rena Roy reports.
FBI agents scouring the home of 26-year-old Nicholas Roski, who's behind bars on attempted murder charges after police say he threatened to kill Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Investigators say he showed up at Kavanaugh's home around 1 a.m. Wednesday, then called 911, saying he had a gun on him and wanted to kill a specific Supreme Court justice because he was upset about the Uvalde school shooting and that leaked draft of a Supreme Court opinion that could overturn Roe v. Wade.
Obviously, is behavior that we will not tolerate. Threats of violence and actual violence against the justices, of course, strike at the heart of our democracy.
Over the weekend, retired Wisconsin Judge John Romer was found zip-tied to a chair and shot dead in his home. 56-year-old suspect Douglas Udi died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound several days later. Court records show he pleaded no contest to armed burglary in 2005. Judge Romer sentenced him to 6 years in state prison. The U.S. Marshals say last year alone there were 4,500 threats and inappropriate communications against people protected by U.S. Marshals, like federal judges and prosecutors. Back in 2020, a disgruntled lawyer posing as a delivery man went to federal judge Esther Salas's New Jersey home, shot her husband, and killed her son. Since then, she's been pushing legislators to pass a bill that would limit access of public officials' private information. But right now, it's stalled in Congress.
What we're asking is that we protect our personal information, our home addresses, our social security numbers. This is what the shooter did in my case. And he used that information to target us.
Attorney General Merrick Garland authorized increased security for Supreme Court justices, and the Senate unanimously passed legislation to extend security to their families. Republicans now urging Democrats to bring it up for a vote in the House. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.